Hi, and welcome to Math for Good Day. So let us try to continue our discussion about factoring polynomials by greatest common factor, or the GCF. Again, I'm Sir Larry of Malabon National High School. So today let us try to discuss factoring out polynomials factors. Now, the common factor in a polynomial does not have to be a monomial. It could be a binomial, trinomial, or even a polynomial. So, always ask first if there is a common factor, the term shared. Let us consider the polynomial x to the quantity of 2x minus 1 minus 4 to the quantity of 2x minus 1. So it is quite obvious that 2x minus 1 is the common factor of the term shared. Hence, that will be your GCF. On our last video, we have defined that the factor form of polynomial is simply the product of the GCF and the original polynomials divided by the GCF. So that will be your GCF, 2x minus 1. Okay, that will be multiplied by your original polynomial divided by the GCF. Okay, so 2x minus 1 on the first term can be cancelled out. And again, 2x minus 1 on the second term can be also cancelled out. Okay, so what do we have here? So we have 2x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 4. So that will be the factor form of x to the quantity of 2x minus 1 minus 4 to the quantity of 2x minus 1. Okay? So give the factor form of 5 to the quantity of x minus 2 cubed plus 2x multiplied by x minus 2 squared. Okay? So, in here we have a common factor, x minus 2. Okay? X minus 2. So, we can have GCF x minus 2. But, in order to have your GCF, we always consider the lowest degree of the term. Okay? So, we have here cube and we have here square. So the lowest degree will be square. So the GCF will be x minus 2 square. Okay, let us try to have the factor form. So we have your GCF, rather GCF and the GCQ. Okay, GCF, sorry. So we have GCF x minus 2 square multiplied by your original polynomial divided by your GCF. Okay, so x minus 2 square can be cancelled out, and that will be, okay, we have x minus 2 left on your numerator. Okay, and on the second term, x minus 2 squared can be cancelled out. So we have here x minus 2 squared multiplied by 5 to the quantity of x minus 2 plus 2x. Okay, we have to simplify this. So 5 can be distributed with x and negative 2. So that will be x minus 2 squared multiplied by 5x minus 10 plus 2x. And that is your distributive property. Now let us try to combine similar terms. The similar terms in this example is 2x and 5x. So 5x plus 2x, that will be 7x. So we have here x minus 2 square multiplied by 7x minus 10. And that will be the factor form of 5 to the quantity of x minus 2 cubed plus 2x to the quantity of x minus 2 squared. Okay, that is example number 2. So let us try this. Factor a to the quantity of x minus 2 plus 2 to the quantity of 2 minus x. Okay, in this example, do you see any common factor among the terms, unlike the previous example? Okay, so if you will look at the example, x minus 2 is close to 2 minus x. Okay, now if you recall that if I'm going to multiply negative 1 by x minus 2, we can have negative x plus 2, or we can write it as 2 minus x. Okay, and that is your commutative property of addition. Okay, so a to the quantity x minus 2 plus 2 to the quantity of 2 minus x can be written as a to the quantity of x minus 2 plus 2 multiplied by negative 1 to the quantity of x minus 2. Okay, this is your substitution. So we substitute the equivalent of 2x or 2 minus x, and that will be negative 1 multiplied by x minus 2. Okay, so a to the quantity of x minus 2 plus 2 multiplied by negative 1, that will be negative 2, and to the quantity of x minus 2. Okay, so we have here a to the quantity of x minus 2 minus, minus 2 to the quantity of x minus 2. Okay, that is positive multiplied by a negative. So that will be negative. Now, in here, we have a GCF. Okay, we have the GCF. So your GCF will be x minus 2. So let us try to have the factor form. So GCF multiplied by your polynomial. In this case, it is not the original polynomial, but this polynomial. Okay, your derived polynomials. Okay, we're going to use the derived polynomials, not the original polynomials. Divided by the GCF. Okay, so x minus 2 on the first term can be cancelled out, and the x minus 2 on the second term will be cancelled out. So will lead us to x minus 2, and what is remain? Okay, a minus 2, and that will be the factor form of a to the quantity of x minus 2 plus 2 to the quantity of 2 minus x. Okay, now your turn to try few. Factor completely. Number 1, x to the quantity of a plus b minus 2 to the quantity of a plus b. That is quite easy. Number 2, 2x minus 7 to the quantity of 9x minus 5 squared plus 2x minus 7 squared to the quantity of 9x minus 5. Okay? 3 is b to the quantity of a minus 7 minus 3 to the quantity of 7 minus 8. Okay? So I can pause this video and try to solve the items 1 to 3. So here are the answers. Okay, it's my turn. Let us try to have the solution. Okay, for number 1, we have x to the quantity of a plus b minus 2 to the quantity of a plus b. Okay, now here what is common is a plus b, and that will be your GCF. Okay, so a plus b, that will be your GCF. Okay, so let us try to find the other factor. Now you have to divide the original polynomials to your GCF. So let us try to divide that. So that will be a plus b, a plus b. Okay, so this will be cancelled out, and that will be cancelled out, and what is left is x minus 2. So the other factor is x minus 2. Okay, so that will be your factor form. Okay, so that is number 1. Okay. Okay, let me have number 2. Number 2, that will be quantity 2x minus 7 to the quantity of 9x minus 5 square. Okay, so that is your first term. Okay, let me have this first term. Okay, first term. First term. Okay. Then that will be plus 2x minus 7. This time, that will be square multiplied by 9x minus 5. Okay, and that is your second term. Okay, second term. So let us try to find out what would be the GCF. Okay, so what is common? We have 2x minus 7 on the first term, and we have also 2x minus 7 on the second term. So let us try to write it down. So common is 2x minus 7. Okay, and we have 9x minus 5 on the first term, and we have another 9x minus 5 on the second term. Okay, let us try to have the least degree. So since this is square, okay, and this is on the first degree, therefore we can have the GCF for 2x minus 7, same as 9x minus 5. This is your second degree, and that is your first degree. Okay, so let us try to have the other factor. Okay, which, since we don't have any space to write on, let me solve first on the first term. So I will divide the first term to your GCF. Okay, I will divide the first term to your GCF. Okay, so that is your first term. So that will be divided by GCF. So that is 2x minus 7 and 9x minus 5. Okay, so this will be cancelled out, and that will be cancelled out. So what we have here is 9x minus 5. Okay, so let me have the second term. Okay, second term, we have here 2x minus 7. This is square multiplied by 9x minus 5. Okay, so we're going to divide that by your GCF, and that will be 2x minus 7 and 9x minus 5. Okay, so this will be cancelled out. That will be cancelled out. So we have here, this is plus, isn't it? Plus 2x minus 7. Okay, so we have here 9x minus 5 plus 2x minus 7. Okay, That's 2x minus 7. So, the other term to complete our factor form is to combine the similar terms. So, we have here 9x and 2x. So, 9 plus 2, that will be 11x. That is 11x. Okay, 11x. And we have negative 7 plus negative 5. That will be negative 12. Okay, so that will be the factor form of the polynomials. Okay, so that is for number 2. Let me have number 3. Okay, for number 3, we have b to the quantity of a minus 7 minus 3 to the quantity of 7 minus a. Okay, so we have here a minus 7 and 7 minus a. So let us try to multiply negative 1 to a minus 7. So it can be, okay, 7 minus a. Okay, remember that is your commutative property of addition. Okay, so we can write our polynomials by b a minus 7. Okay, that is 7 a minus 7 minus 3. Okay, let us substitute. So that will be 7 minus a. So that will be negative 1 multiplied by a minus 7. So we have here b a minus 7, negative multiplied by a negative, that will be positive 3 a minus 7. Okay? So that is your derived polynomials. Okay, so let me erase muna yung nasa upper part ng ating board. Okay? For a while. Okay, so let us try to have that. So b a minus 7 plus 3 a minus 7. Okay. So, in this derived polynomials, we have your GCF, or the common factor. So, your GCF will be a minus b, a minus 7, and a minus 7. That is your GCF. Okay, so I will have your GCF a minus 7. Okay, a minus 7. So I will divide your derived polynomial by your GCF. So that will be divided by a minus 7, a minus 7. Okay, so this will be a minus 7 on the first term should be cancelled out. A minus 7 on the second term should be cancelled out. And what is remain is multiplied by b plus 3. Okay, so that will be the factor form of b to the quantity of a minus 7 minus 3 to the quantity of 7 minus a. Okay, so I hope this video will help you in understanding factoring of polynomials by GCF. Again, your GCF should not be only monomial, but it can be a polynomial, binomial, and trinomial. Okay? So from that, okay, I'll see you on my next video. Thank you and goodbye. Have a nice day. Bye.